That's the Hello, folks, and welcome to Phoenix College for today's baseball matchup between Phoenix and Scottsdale. I'm here with Jayce Cicinelli. How you doing today, Jayce?
Doing good. You know, beautiful weather here, clear skies, about 94 degrees here for first pitch, and Phoenix College looking to win their first game. They're on a 9-game winning streak, and they're trying to improve and get their 13th home win of the season.
Well, I can't lie, I saw some clouds above us on the way in here today, and I was a little bit happy because it's been hot lately. I can't lie. We've kind of had a easy going into the summer season here, so when the heat hit, it hit quick out here in Arizona. So I wasn't too mad about seeing a couple clouds overhead. The sun is shining, but about 94 degrees, like you said. Good day for baseball, so we're here, and we're glad you're here. And let's take a look at today's starting pitcher in Presley Monteforte, the southpaw.
Yeah, he comes in this year. He's pitched 49 innings. He's allowed 44 hits, 18 earned runs, 28 walks, and 57 punch-outs. And he has an ERA of 3.31, so he's been efficient. And obviously you want to see him throw a lot of first-pitch strikes, get a lot of quick outs, and try and get the Phoenix College pitching side of things a boost this afternoon.
I believe Presley was on the mound the last time I was here, and precision is definitely in his repertoire, and he's got a good breaking ball. So he'll look to use both of those in today's matchup and, like you said, allow Phoenix to get ahead defensively and then flip this inning to the bottom half and see what they can do at the plate.
Yeah, and this is his 9th game start of the year, and just 28 free passes in those 49 innings logged. He's going to be a guy who's, you want him to be around the strike zone, limit the free passes, and try and limit the base runners as much as possible, and keep Phoenix College in this game. As we mentioned, 9-game losing streak. They're trying to get back in that win column this afternoon.
Haskins, Duboski, Ricard will be the first three, followed by Einen, Smith, and Neef. And then Killeen, Morales, and Roberts for Scottsdale. And again, that starts with Larry. He'll step into that right-handed batter's box to face the left-hander. And he takes a hack at the first pitch and lines it to right field. And the catch made out in right field by Manny Morales for out number 1.
Yeah, right on cue. He's able to get that quick one pitch, one out to start the ball game. Very crucial here in this first inning. Try and set the tone early on.
1 pitch, 1 out. Efficient to start off. Second batter, Prince Duboski, the center fielder, will step in and take a hack at it. Might stay in play. Keenan Harvey over. Can't get there in time. Was over near the Scottsdale dugout. It'll be a 0-1 count.
Yeah, just out of the reach. Looks like he almost had it, but just done. But just couldn't make the play, just out of the reach.
So already one out. And another hack, and this one drilled down the right field line, but well foul. So with one away here, Monteforte ahead to the batter, Dubowski. Chop ground ball. Second baseman is Bittner. And the put-out made at first base. There's now 2 outs.
Yeah, another soft contact. That's what you want in this ball game. Quick 2 outs, and now you got the 3-hitter in Ricard to deal with.
Christopher Ricard will step in for the Artichokes. Idaho native. Another right-hander. That's actually the first ball delivered by Monteforte. Faced the first 2 batters efficiently. Dubowski chopped at all 3 pitches. Fouled off 2 and grounded out on the 3rd. And now Presley's behind 2-0. This one grounded up off the mound. Coming forward is Bittner. The throw to first not in time. Hustled out by Ricard. That'll be an infield hit. I believe it went off the mound. Looks like Monteforte is all good. Might have thought it hit his foot. But now there's going to be a runner at first base.
Yeah, and just tough luck there. And second baseman for Phoenix College, and Bittner did everything he could on the bare hand, but just unable to get Ricard is going pretty quickly down that first base line.
So he's aboard as the first base runner of this contest. And Monteforte worked swiftly through Haskins and Dubowski. Card able to work his way on. And now the cleanup hitter, Elijah Einen.
Yeah, Einen comes in with 283 batting average. He's third on the team, in RBIs with 26. Also carrying a 384 on-base percentage.
Chops that one foul. Monteforte fell behind once again, 2-0, and now it's 2-1.
Want to try and see him bounce back. He was starting ahead of the first 2 hitters and then had a hitter's count last at bat, and Ricard was able to put it in play and get a base hit, and he's behind again here to the cleanup hitter.
Monteforte looks at Ricard and delivers a pitch outside. It'll be 3 balls and 1 strike in favor of Elijah Einen, the Artichokes' third baseman. Here's a ground ball and another base hit. Ricard will advance to second and stop there. So back-to-back singles for Scottsdale will lead the way for the first baseman, Hank Smith.
Yeah, and that's just good piece of hitting by Elijah Einen. Hitters count 3-1. You know the fastball's coming, and he's able to take that outer half fastball, hit a hard ground ball the other way, and put it in the perfect spot right on that hole on the 3-4.
Lefty on lefty matchup. And it comes with 2 away. Hank Smith batting .281. Driven in 21 runs this year. Monteforte taking his time from the stretch. And found his spot on the outside corner. So Scottsdale trying to put some pressure on Phoenix here. It went F9, 4-3, and then back-to-back hits. And now Hank Smith ahead 2 balls to a strike.
Yeah, 3rd straight time. He's fell behind here on the batter. Not a winning recipe on the mound early on, but see if he could bounce back here.
Not leaving the count out. And Presley Monteforte making his 9th start. Looking for his 3rd win. And he strikes out Smith. A nice pitch catching the outside corner will conclude the top half of the first inning. That's Monteforte's first strikeout. And we'll be right back with you for the bottom half as Phoenix looks to get on top. Bottom one here at Phoenix. And the pitcher is going to be Austin Balms for Scottsdale to get things started here. He's making his 9th start of the season.
Yeah, he comes in with 47 2/3 inning logged, a 4-3 record. He does have 1 save as well in the year, and this is his 9th game start of the year. He's allowed 38 hits, 19 earned runs, 16 walks, and 38 punchouts with a 3.59 ERA.
What is that, about 7 Ks per 9 for the right-hander? I don't know. Lucas, a base hit into left field. So both teams swinging the bat aggressively early, and this time it pays off for Hinsey.
Yeah, how about that approach? First pitch swinging, he gets a fastball right in his zone, and he's able to turn on it and just get it past the third baseman, Ednon, for Scottsdale.
Now here's Tegan Kearney. The freshman has entered the lineup quite a bit lately.
Is Pregame playing today?
First pitch fouled off. On the bunt. And guys like Kearney just trying to find their roles on these teams. And the left-handed hitter has been making contributions here and there for sure. Matter of fact, hitting .400 in the attempts that he's been given. By the way, Hinsey stole second base, so already Phoenix with a man in scoring position here.
Yeah, how about that read? He's able to just go right away, and he got such a big jump. Catcher didn't even make an effort to make the throw down there at second base.
And there goes Hinsey again on the hit and run as Kearney grounds it to second base. Hinsey moves up 90 feet. And everyone goes home happy for now.
Yeah, how about the approach for Kearney? He knows the situation. Runner at second, no outs. He knows that he just has to put that ball there on the right side, and he's able to do that and obviously keep it on the ground. And Hinsey's able to advance another 90 feet and now just 90 feet away from scoring the first run of the ballgame.
Now the number 3 hitter, Nico Rijo-Berger, will bat with Hinsey at third. Comes in here hitting .325. And he's knocked in 31 ribbies. Looking to add number 32 right here.
Yeah, 32 RBIs, tied, or I believe that's the most for this Phoenix College team, and reason why he's batting in that 3-hole, trying to drive in the first run here.
Here's one lifted into right. Should be deep enough for Hinsey. And he will tag up. Here comes the throw. It's a good one, but Hinsey's speed will allow him to score. Phoenix College goes on top.
Yeah, sack fly RBI right there. Adding to his total now for 32. And how about that throw from right for Scottsdale? And Roberts, he gets a lot on that throw, but the speed from Hinsey is able to get there and score the first run for Phoenix College.
So now it's Keenan Harvey. Nobody on base after the sac fly. Chopped foul over towards the Phoenix dugout. And Harvey's another guy that throughout the course of the season has become an everyday player. Getting the start at first base. That was a nice curveball from Balms, leaving it on the outside corner.
Yeah, first one we've seen this afternoon. Just has that nice break to it. It's able to find the zone.
There's another breaking ball. This time Harvey fights it off.
Yeah, he goes. Harvey was able to get a piece of it. Now he's fighting here in a 2-strike count.
Here's a line drive and a base hit to left field. Keenan Harvey tallies the Bears' second hit of the afternoon, and he's aboard with 2 outs.
Yeah, 1-2 count. He goes right back to the fastball. That one caught too much of the strike zone, and Harvey's able to crank that into left. Second in this first inning.
Now the catcher, Cole Snido. Harvey the runner at first base. Malms goes inside. Ball, no strikes. Snido sends it into left field. Coming on is the left fielder for Scottsdale. That's Christopher Ricard to put it away. Out number 3. And we will see you guys in inning number 2 here from Martin Pug Merrick Field.
Top of the second, we welcome you guys back here from Phoenix. Phoenix College on the board and leading early 1-0 here against the Scottsdale Community College Artichokes. Scottsdale with their 6, 7, 8 hitters and Neath, Killeen, and Morales.
This is what they wanted to do. You know, they were looking to come out here and swing the bats early and play good defense, and that really started at the top of the first when Monteforte got those 2 quick putouts. So if he can have another inning like that, it's good for Phoenix.
Strike there on the outer half is Neefy from Colorado Springs, Colorado. Sophomore now in his season. This one is lifted up to second. Line drive and off the glove of Bittner. It's going to be a base hit into center. So 3rd hit already for Scottsdale, and they got a leadoff runner on to open up the top half of the second.
Yeah, he got a good piece of that. I think it was a fastball, and he just drove it right back up the middle. And, that's really the approach that Neef was looking for, just, get something going. And unfortunately, there goes your replica inning. Is now Monteforte going to have to work with runners on base.
So here's the designated hitter this afternoon, and Colleen, redshirt freshman, as the first pitch misses outside for ball one. It's from Goodyear, Arizona.
Again, for Monteforte, you just don't want to let the base hit get to you at all. Go right back to that stretch. Just keep pumping strikes and use that precision.
Next pitch, and this one's a fly ball lifted deep to center field, but playable. Under to make the grab is Hinsey. Out number one here in the second.
Yeah, just what Monteforte needed. Something after the base hit. Something that didn't allow the runner to advance into scoring position. And, hey, Colleen made good contact, but it didn't go anywhere. That's what matters.
So here's the freshman catcher for Scottsdale, and Elijah Morales. And that one hits him on the first pitch. How about that? Believe on the lower half of the hip there, and he'll be on base. So 2 runners now on base because of the hit by pitch, as Neef will advance to second.
Yeah, it just looked like maybe a breaking ball that got away from. And again, when you have the control of Monteforte, you can kind of have the free will to do so. But that one, unfortunately, got a little bit down and a little bit too far inside.
So here's Tanner Roberts, first pitch swinging. A little jam shot over to second. The only play is to first. He's able to complete the play. Bittner, 2 outs. Runners will advance to second and third. 4-3 on the putout.
And I know you got 2 guys in scoring position now after that ground ball, but you got the job done. You got that second out. Now back to the top of the order for Scottsdale here.
Here's Haskins lined out to right. Another person in this lineup. They've been attacking a lot of first pitch strikes in this ballgame, a lot of quick outs. That one misses outside for ball one.
I like the approach from Monteforte to kind of leave that one a little bit too far outside. Didn't give him anything that he could really do anything with, but kind of recognizing the approach of Haskins. Definitely remembers that first pitch swing from his previous approach.
Next pitch from Monteforte. That one finds the zone on the lower half, ball and a strike. So around the strike zone, as we mentioned, pitcher that won't walk a lot of hitters, and so far he's been able to do that here this afternoon. Trying to get out of this jam. Second and third, 2 outs. 1-1 to the leadoff hitter in Haskins. Next pitch. This one's a line drive right to center fielder, and he's able to make the grab. Right at Hinsey for out number 3, and Monteforte escapes the jam. We'll go to the bottom of the second. Phoenix College still leading 1-0. Bottom of the second here from Phoenix College. Phoenix College, 6, 7, 8 hitters due up. Drew Douglas, Cade Lacey, and Manny Morales. They're able to get a run back in the first. Rio Berger driving in runs like he's been doing all season. He's able to hit a sac fly, which scored Hinsey. That's how they're on the board.
Sure, Phoenix happy to send the left-hander here to the plate.
First pitch, bunt attempt to the left side. Tough play for the catcher from Scottsdale. Fires to first. In time to get him. What a throw by Morales behind the dish.
And make that Elijah Morales back there behind the plate for Scottsdale. Popping up very quickly to catch Douglas. He caught a couple people off guard. Douglas can swing the bat, but in favor of Scottsdale, they're able to get the put out.
So 2-3 on the put out. Here's Cade Lacey, center fielder this afternoon. He takes low and inside for ball 1. Infielders, outfielders for Scottsdale playing in their normal depth. No particular pull shift here. That one's a slider. That one wrinkles on the outside part of the plate. Lacey ahead in the count, 2-0.
Yeah, Lacey just got to choke up a bit, poke something down that right field line. No bombs.
2-0. This one's a chopper over to short. Should be an easy play. And Haskins retires them for out number 2.
I was saying Baum seems to be favoring the outside. And on that pitch, got Lacey to roll over a little bit. And, just got to poke those to right field. Try to, get behind it a little bit, but got to stay on it.
So 2 outs for Manny Morales playing in right field today. Slider misses outside for ball 1.
For Phoenix, the main thing is you're playing with the lead right now. So you're just trying to keep things moving a little bit. Flip the lineup over, get your guys some at-bats.
That one misses high for ball 2. Morales in his sophomore year, just 8 for 49, a 163 average. 4 extra base hits, 9 runs driven in. Here's the 2-0 delivery. That one runs inside, and he's ahead 3-0. First 3-ball count we've seen from Austin Baums this afternoon. He's been all around the strike zone, just like Monteforte, his other counterpart pitcher for Phoenix. That one finds the zone, 3 balls and a strike.
Yeah, comes back there to find the zone. And, Baums seems like he has pretty good control of all of his pitches as well.
Another lazy chopper over to third. And over to first. As Enon able to retire him. 5-3 on the put out. A 1-2-3 as we head to the top of the third from Phoenix. It's Phoenix College leading Scottsdale 1-0.
And we're back here at Phoenix College, top of the third inning. Monteforte still in search of his second strikeout of the afternoon and is going to be facing Dubowski, Ricard, and Einan to kick things off here in inning number 3.
Yeah, and so far for Scottsdale, they've had the runners on base. They've already stranded 4. We're barely in the top of the third, and they just haven't been able to come through with that big runners in scoring position hit yet here in this ballgame. Got to give credit to Monteforte. He's been able to get out of those jams.
Moving quickly, throwing a lot of strikes. And hasn't really given Scottsdale a whole lot of fat pitches to deal with. They've worked 3 hits. They've had to earn all 3 of them. An infield hit and a couple of choppers. One that caught the mound. We'll see if Prince Dubowski can kick things off. He's going to square to bunt. And we'll go down 1-2.
Yeah, and Dubowski comes in with the .371 batting average. He leads the team. He's 65 for 175. He's been very productive all season. Also 19 extra base hits.
Including 6 home runs for the sophomore. And he takes strike 3 as it catches the outside part of the plate. Monteforte wins the battle, and Duboski's not happy about it.
That was a phenomenal pitch. I mean, you talk about painting a slider, a backdoor slider. He's able to catch that outer half. Duboski goes down for the first out of the inning.
Here's the left fielder, Ricard. Singled in his first at-bat back in the first. And here he is in the third inning. Grounds one up the middle. Gloved by Douglas, and a throw to first in time.
Another quick out. I mean, you talk about being super efficient on the mound, and so far Monteforte has been able to do that. He has allowed 3 hits, but he's been able to get out of those jams, and not a lot of pitches thrown up to this point.
Also has an on himself. He did allow Morales aboard with a hit by pitch back in inning number 2, but aside from that, Monteforte continuing to be under control here. Matters Elijah Einen. Also reached with a single back in that first inning.
Yeah, Monteforte, good pace on the mound. He's just ready to gear up and go. He's been working quick out there.
But now falls behind 3-0 to the Artichokes' third baseman. And this one catches the outside corner, strike one. 2 outs here in the top of the third. Phoenix with a 1-0 lead. Big swing and a miss. As Monteforte works his way back into this count, we find it full here.
Yeah, he falls behind, looking like he might potentially walk him, and he comes back with a couple of heaters in a good spot.
And then he loses control of the payoff pitch, and that will push Einen over to first base. First walk on balls for the Artichokes that Monteforte has allowed. Now here's the first baseman, Hank Smith, another lefty-on-lefty matchup. First pitch might have missed inside by a hair.
I want to see him go back to earlier in the first couple innings. He's been pumping a lot of first pitch strikes. See if he can go back to that.
This one fouled. Backing off the netting. So a 1-1 count to number 11, Hank Smith. Scottsdale looking for their 4th hit. And they will find it through the left side of the infield. A ground ball off the bat of Hank Smith. Works its way into left, and it's a single. There'll be runners on first and second here for the Artichokes as Monteforte works with 2 outs.
And that's just good piece of hitting. You talk about putting that in the perfect place. Smith notices the hole on the left side, and he's able to put it right through that 5-6 hole on the left side of the infield. 4th hit now for Scottsdale.
Yeah, Scottsdale's been working their way on base, like you said. Just haven't had any extra base hits to this point. And here's Kyle Neef, the second baseman, also singled in his first at bat, and now will find the outfield once again. Neef, as the runner rounds third, and will score from second. It's an RBI single to tie this ball game. Off the bat of Kyle Neef, Elijah Einen rounding third and coming in quickly. It's an RBI single, and we've got a tied ball game.
Yeah, off throw there for Morales. Looked like he had a chance, but just up the line there, and Einen able to score the run. And also good base running by Smith. He goes first to third and recognizes that throw's immediately going home, and he's able to take the extra 90 feet. And good piece of hitting for Neef, an RBI knock.
And it initially looked like Einen had the jump. And then I saw him turn around third. I was a bit surprised. And the throw from Morales just a bit up the line. So a 1-1 ball game after the base hit from Kyle Neef. Did it all with 2 outs. Monteforte retired. Duboski and Ricard back-to-back to start this inning.
Another hitter's count, 2-0. If you're Monteforte, try and paint one here on the corner. You don't want to leave one down the middle.
And it misses the zone, so it'll be 3 balls and no strikes to the designated hitter, Brendan Killeen, who flew out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, already 20 pitches here in this inning and just haven't been as efficient as your first 2.
And he walks him. Second walk of the inning. And the 4th base runner allowed by Monteforte will load the bases with 2 outs for Elijah Morales, who was hit by a pitch in his first plate appearance. And now it looks like Snido going to go have a word with his pitcher.
Yeah, and I like that as a catcher. You recognize that your pitcher hasn't been able to find the zone really this inning, and he's had a lot of hitter counts, which has costed him. He's given up 2 hits in this inning and now 2 walks after getting the first 2 hitters. This is all with 2 outs.
Monteforte has pitched well in this contest and has given up minimal damage here. Elijah Morales looking for that hit to break things open a bit. Phoenix defense looking for the putout. First pitch, nice 2-seam action, catches the inside corner.
Yeah, he needs to go back to doing that. He's been able to do that consistently on the inside part of the plate to the right-handed hitters. That's where he's found success. A lot of soft contact, a lot of quick outs. That's what we saw in the first couple innings.
And he pumps another strike, this time on the outside corner, using both sides of the plate. Monteforte hasn't had to spend a whole lot of time out there in the sun, so it's not like that will be a factor yet. He's just got to take a deep breath, find the zone, and this is a chance to do it. 0-2 pitch is chopped foul. Morales stays alive by a hair.
Yeah, that's that good slider that we've seen early in this ball game, and Morales is able to spoil that. It's a really good pitch on the lower inside corner. Trying to get him to swing and miss, but he was able to just sit back just enough, able to get a piece of it.
0-2 on the way, misses high. Another good spot, but just a bit up. 2 outs and the bases loaded. Killeen at first, Neef at second, and Hank Smith, the runner, at third. And he reaches out and fouls it back once again.
Yeah, good battle for Morales and a 2-strike count, a couple foul balls now, and looks like he's more comfortable. Just in general, these Scottsdale hitters are able to start finding Monteforte a little bit with the second time already around the order. You got the 9-hitter and Roberts on deck.
Morales not going to go down easy. Fly ball, first base side, another one out of play. 1 ball, 2-strike count to the catcher.
So big at bat here for Monteforte. You got to dig deep. Bases loaded, 2 outs. You don't want this game to get out of hand. Try and get out of this. Keep it a 1-1 ball game and get your offense right back out there for Phoenix College, who was able to find success in that first inning.
This one just missing. A good take by Morales. Not a bad spot from the left-hander. So go right back there. And he does, and this time he catches the corner of the plate and gets the call. So the 3rd out will be a way of the strikeout, but not before Scottsdale ties this game at 1 run apiece. We'll be back in the bottom half. Phoenix trying to retake the lead here at Martin Pug Merrick Field. Welcome back to the bottom of the third inning. Leading off for Phoenix is going to be the second baseman, Carson Bittner. And they could use some offense here as Scottsdale able to tie the game in the top half of the third inning. Don't get me wrong, Monteforte still pitching well. Had some trouble getting through that middle of the order. Put a couple men on with the walk, gave up a couple singles. And Scottsdale ultimately able to tie the game. So we got a fresh one here in the bottom of the third inning.
Yeah, Bittner with over 300 batting average, 308 to be exact. And it's a big at-bat here. Top of the order, found success in that first inning as the 9-hitter to try and get on here. Open up this bottom of the third and try and get that run right back.
That's his first plate appearance of the afternoon. And like you said, it comes in a pretty critical spot where, you know, he's got an opportunity to be the leadoff man and spark this lineup. Hinsey on deck, followed by Kearney and then Nico Rihu-Berger, who RBI'd back in the first. Here's a chopper up the middle and a base hit off the bat of Bittner. So the freshman comes through with a single to kick off this bottom of the third. And here comes Hinsey.
Yeah, it looked like he was out in front a little bit, but he's able to get the bat head out there just enough. I believe that was a changeup, and he's able to line that up the middle. A couple times we've seen that in this ball game, up the middle. Bittner keeping it going, and he's able to get on base back for the top of the order, and Hinsey.
That was the third hit for the Bears. Hinsey squares to bunt. Bittner steals second. How about that? So already the Bears putting a runner in scoring position for their leadoff man. Hinsey singled on the first pitch he saw back in the bottom of the first.
Yeah, Bittner now 7th stolen base of the season.
And now Hinsey laces one foul. Really could have gone either way.
Yeah, that's a close play right there. I mean, you talk about just missing chalk.
Just over the bag, but ultimately ruled foul by the home plate umpire.
Heard a little chirping there from the Phoenix dugout, and heard the home plate umpire told him to knock it off.
0-2 pitches down low. So Hinsey at the plate with the runner Bittner at second. He singled. That was the third hit of the game for the Bears. Now Hinsey looking for number 4. And now a pitch in the dirt gets away from Morales, allowing Bittner to move up 90 feet.
Yeah, second time this inning we've seen the starting pitcher, Balms, really kind of slip there on the mound. So he's trying to mess with it now on his landing foot when he's releasing that ball. His foot's, I guess, been getting caught there a little bit. And another ball in the dirt, as you mentioned. Still no outs. See if they can try and get the lead here.
2-2 coming. This one misses away. A good take from the center fielder. We'll put the count full. He was down 0-2.
Yeah, from 0-2 to 3-2. Not ideal as a pitcher on the mound. See if Hinsey can take advantage of it.
Here's a ground ball. Bittner will score. Hinsey going to get put out at first, but the job is done. Phoenix reclaims the lead.
Yeah, and the infield was playing back there. Kind of interesting. Tie game 1-1. I get it. It's only the bottom of the third, but, I mean, still a little surprised you don't have the infield in. It was a ground ball to short. Easily could have been a play there at home if the infield is in. But either way, Phoenix College gets the lead right back.
So Hinsey now, who scored the first run of this game, now with an RBI. And Tegan Kearney steps up with no one on. Gets a chance to see him swing the bat. And he lines one down the right field line. That's going to get up into the corner. Kearney's already thinking 2, maybe 3. Ball's caught up in the corner. Kearney will hold it up and put on the brakes after a stand-up double.
Yeah, good piece of hitting. Fastball in the inner half. He's able to turn on it and drive it down that right field line. Also good job by the Scottsdale right fielder Roberts, able to get that ball in quickly. As we saw, Kearney off the bat was thinking initially 3, but third base coach for Phoenix College giving him the stop sign, and puts the brakes at second.
So here's Riho Berger. Drove in the first run of this ball game back in the first inning with a sac fly. Steps up here with a man in scoring position. I mean, you think about just little factors like that. And now it looks like Kearney going to take third base as Balms might have balked.
Yeah, he dropped the ball there in the stretch. Just a lot of funky things on the mound from Balms this inning. He slipped a couple times, and now he balks and still went out. That's a big 90 feet. All Richo Berger has to do is put the ball in the outfield, get another run home this inning.
Really just, find a good spot to put it. Scottsdale bringing the infield into the grass with one out. Kearney's got some speed at third base. And Riho Berger lifts it into right field. Shallow right field. On is Roberts. He makes the catch. Kearney going to test his arm. Here comes the throw. It's a good one, but late. And Kearney scores the third run of this game for Phoenix.
Yeah, as we mentioned, all Richo Berger had to do, he's no official at bat on the afternoon. He's got 2 sac flies and 2 RBIs, and he continues to add to his RBI total, now 33 on the season.
More importantly, it's a 2-run lead now for Phoenix, who relinquished the lead back in the third and then reclaim it here in the bottom half. First pitch swinging for Keenan Harvey. In the hole, it's short, but a nice backhand play for Larry Haskins. Will retire the side, but not before 2 runs come in. It's a 3-1 game as we go to the fourth here at Phoenix.
Top of the fourth here from Phoenix. Phoenix was able to get right back on the board and get 2 in the inning in the bottom of the third as they lead 3-1. It's a big inning here for Monteforte as Scottsdale was able to get their first run of the ballgame and finally cash in. See if he can try and bounce back here as he's going to be going up against the 9-1-2 hitters, Roberts, Haskins, and Toboski. First pitch. That one misses low for ball 1.
Yeah, safe to say the Bears did their job in the bottom half of the third inning. It was the ground ball from Hinsey that scored Bittner. Of course, led off with the hit, and then Kearney reaching his way on with another base hit.
There's a high drive deep to left field. This one's carrying, and that one is gone. That one leaves the yard. How about the 9-hitter, Tanner Roberts? He connects on that one to left, and it's a 3-2 ball game.
Yeah, just really nothing else to say about that pitch other than up in the zone, and Roberts went and got it. And got all of it. How about that?
That's his first home run of the season, and it cuts the lead to just 1.
That's hit number 6. Notably for Scottsdale, they lead in that column. And once again, they come right back and put a run on the board.
That one misses ball 1 to leadoff hitter Haskins. And Scottsdale, they've been getting their hits. You mentioned 6. Difference is Phoenix College has been cashing in all their base runners. That one finds the zone at 1-1, and they've only stranded 1 base runner, whereas Scottsdale They've stranded 2, 2, and 3 in the first 3 innings for 7 total in this ballgame.
Yeah, Phoenix has played good defense with runners on base, but, I mean, can't do anything about a big fly. So Scottsdale now finding ways to get on the scoreboard like they did in inning number 3 and immediately jumping up here in the 4th with a big fly from Roberts.
2-1 delivery. Fastball misses up and away for ball 3.
Now Monteforte falling behind in another count. You just got to stay composed, and Coach Schneider might want to think about maybe starting to get that bullpen a little bit loose.
Good pitch there to get back at even on the strike count. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Now just maybe give Monteforte something to think about here.
3-2. Slider just misses for ball 4 on the outside part of the plate. Haskins' first time on, he's been on base. He reaches on a walk. That's his 3rd issued now for Monteforte. So bring up the 2-hitter, Prince Dubowski, the left fielder, who grounded out to second in his first plate appearance and struck out looking in his last.
And Monteforte definitely remembers that, so he's going to kind of want to approach this at bat with a similar strategy. Get ahead in the count and use that breaking ball.
First one misses. Haskins with 26 stolen bases. He's only been caught 3 times. Definitely a guy in Monteforte you want to keep a close eye on. And there he goes. Pitch is high, the throw down. Not in time. Now 27 on the season. You talk about being efficient. 27 for 30 on the base pass.
So 2-0 count here. And Haskins, the runner at second base. You know, using that speed, putting himself right into scoring position and 180 feet away from tying the game.
He goes to third. Throw down's not in time. 28 now. Talk about just getting good jumps. Monteforte not even really paying attention to him on that pitch. And he just steals third with no problem.
Yeah, talk about a sophomore with some speed and, you know, just catching Monteforte completely off guard and getting a good jump, and Monteforte just not paying him too much attention.
That one's fouled off there by the Scottsdale dugout. Count will run. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Monteforte trying to get a big punch out here. Keep the tying run at third. 2-2. Slider back door, but that one misses way outside. And another full count.
Yeah, it seems like more and more as we get deeper into this game, Monteforte has been facing these full counts. Let's see if he can come out on top here against Dubowski.
3-2 delivery. And he loses them. Another slider, not even close for ball 4. Feels like he's kind of lost his command here a little bit. He had 29 pitches last inning. He had 27 combined in the first 2.
Here comes Scott Schneider.
Still no bullpen movement yet for the Bears.
Looks like someone's going to get up and start kind of light tossing out there. See behind that left field fence.
And I like the mound visit here. He's trying to calm him down. He has given up 6 hits, but when he's been around the strike zone, he's been very efficient this afternoon. He's been able to get a lot of quick, soft contact outs like we saw in the first 2 innings. Last inning, Scottsdale was able to put up a fight, but able to get on the board. And this inning led off with a solo home run. Single by Haskins, couple stolen bases at third, and Dubowski able to work a full count into a walk, and now the 3-hitter in Ricard. He's 1 for 2, singled in his first at-bat to right and grounded out to short in his last at-bat. Runners on the corners, no outs. First pitch. That one misses low and away, and that one gets away from the catcher. And the tying run will score. How about that? Tied at 3 now. Still no outs in the frame, and Dubowski able to move in scoring position out of second base.
Yeah, they're just, I mean, Phoenix has got to pull it together a little bit here. And Monteforte has got to, just take a deep breath and not let these mistakes lead to any further mistakes. Because, I mean, once again here, we got a new ball game, but.
Field. This one's playable. Able to make the grab is Hinsey. Throw to third. Not in time. Dubowski able to take the 90 feet. Just been able to really cash in the runs this inning because of a couple mistakes we've seen from the Bears defensively this inning.
Yeah, now it's Einen, who's already been on base twice today. He singled in the first and walked in the third. So Monteforte going to look to end that streak.
Kind of not the inning you wanted to see from Monteforte after your offense was able to break the lead and get you 2 back in that bottom of the third. But Scottsdale's offense is starting to warm up and get going in this game. So they're able to tie it up at 3. This one's grounded on the right side. Takes a weird hop, and it's going to be a base hit. Looked like it was going to be a hit regardless, but takes a weird hop anyways. Another single for Ennen, his second of the game, and third time he's been on base.
Yeah, Einen's playing efficiently and hitting .283 on the season coming into this game. Hits on base at a rate of .384. He's 3 for 3 in terms of reaching base today, and it's 4-3.
This one, first pitch, hits the lefty Smith at first base this afternoon. He'll be on base now for his second straight plate appearance.
At this point now, Schneider going to have a decision to make here. I mean, Monteforte's been kind of falling apart here in this fourth. So
yeah.
How quickly do you pull the trigger?
Yeah, I mean, just not really competing on the mound. And when he's been able to find the zone, he's been leaving it over the plate a little too much this inning. That's allowed the damage we've seen here in the Scottsdale this inning. That one catches the zone on the inner half for strike 1.
Monteforte's got to maintain kind of his speed, his control over the game. He likes to work quick. So he's got to, continue to use that to his advantage, but don't overwhelm yourself.
So batter is Neef, second baseman. This one's lined up the middle. That's a base hit. That one's going to get through into center field. Another run's coming home as Enyen able to score. And Neefy, his third hit already of the game. He's 3 for 3.
Wow, I mean, Neef with another RBI, and Scottsdale extending the lead here. As I get that graphic updated for you guys, it's now a 5-3 game. I mean, they just keep pouring it on here, and Monteforte's just got to manage as long as he can.
And you talk about no bullpen movement. They're going to have to get ready in a hurry. Feels like this inning could really get into a disaster here. Already 4 home in the inning, still only 1 away.
And now 8 hits for the Artichokes on this afternoon has given them a 2-run lead here in inning number 4.
Already a high-scoring affair. We saw the game yesterday finish 4-3. This one's a little bobble to short. The short way for 1. Back to first for the double play. How about that? A bobble there from the shortstop Douglas, but he's able to still complete the double play. 6-4-3, and that will end the inning. But they get 4 in the inning, Scottsdale, and they lead 5-3 as we head to the bottom of the 4th.
Cole Snido, the batter here in the bottom of the 4th inning. And now Phoenix, for the first time in this game, going to step up to the plate trailing here. It's 5-3 after a 4-run 4th for Scottsdale.
Yeah, Phoenix got to try and keep answering back, even though they've already kind of done their job back on the 3rd. Pitching for Phoenix College, and Monteforte was unable to really find the zone a lot in that 4th, and offense trying to give it a spark as that one misses for ball 1.
It got started quickly. Tanner Roberts, the 9-hole hitter for Scottsdale, stepped up and hit a leadoff home run.
So that one runs inside and hits him, and that's the start you need. Get those base runners going. Try and get back in this game. So here's Drew Douglas, the shortstop, trying to lay down a bunt attempt his first play, but catcher for Scottsdale, Elijah Morales, able to make a play as a pickoff attempt at first. So no able to get back easily. Douglas batting from the left-handed side. Another pickoff attempt. Another slide head first there, able to get back in there.
Yeah, Snido again, it was what we've seen really all game.
First one, and this one's driven down the right field line, but that one's going to hook foul down the right field corner.
They've been putting guys on base quickly, and they've been catching them in. Bittner led off the ninth with a single. Ultimately ended up scoring. Hinsey did the same in the first, and he scored.
Pickoff attempt there, but able to get back easily again. 33. He's only thrown one pitch to the batter in Douglas.
Yeah, Baum seems pretty obsessed with Snido over there at first base.
A one delivery out of the stretch. This one's hooked into the left center gap. That's going to go and split the alley. Runners are going to advance to third. The throw down to second. Not in time. Double for Douglas, and just like that, Phoenix College answering right back. 2 runners in scoring position with no outs.
Yeah, that's a great way to get things going here in the bottom of the fourth. Put your first 2 guys in scoring position, and like I said, all game they've been cashing in when they've been given these opportunities by putting the ball in play. No strikeouts yet for Balms, and Cade Lacey is not going to make it easy on him either here with nobody out.
Yeah, Lacey 0 for 1, grounded out just short his first plate appearance. Corners in for Scottsdale. Middle infielders playing back up the middle, kind of. Lacey trying to put it in play. First pitch, that one misses for outside. Good block there from the catcher Morales, able to backhandly for ball 1 outside.
Yeah, and Lacey's just looking for something that he can put in the gap. I'd say shoot for that one right between first and second. And, just put something in play, get a run in, see if you can sneak it through the hole and maybe get 2.
1-0. Slider, this one's a little chopper to third as he checks his runner, fires across the diamond. Good play there from Elijah Ennin for out number 1.
Yep, that's exactly what the doctor ordered for Scottsdale. You keep both runners right where they're at and you get an out. Now Manny Morales, who grounded out in his first at-bat, will try to cash in some of these guys on base.
And Phoenix up to this point, they've only stranded 1 base runner. They've been able to cash in. See if they can try and do that here, and base hit will potentially score 2 to tie the game as the slider catches the zone for strike 1.
That was a really nice slider to start things out and get the batter off balance a little bit and just kind of throw him off. I'd say he's coming back with that fastball here, maybe something on the inside part of the plate.
Next pitch, slider swung on and miss. Chases it out of the zone quickly, no balls and 2 strikes to Morales.
Yeah, now you're just at a point where, you're just looking for some contact. And again, something to that right side of the infield would be preferable.
As you mentioned, second base and shortstop playing back. Try and hit it to one of them. You'll at least get 1. And chases and misses for strike 3. They do have to complete the strikeout at first. And they're able to do that as Morales able to fire it over to the first baseman Smith for out number 2 on the strikeout.
First strikeout for Balms. And Morales has struck out quite a few times this season, but just really tough to come at a time where you had less than 2 outs and 2 guys in scoring position. And we'll see if Bittner can cash in with another base hit here, similarly to how he did in the third.
Yeah, Bittner really productive at bat and also aggressive on the base pass back in that third inning. He led off. Already getting another at bat here in the fourth. Another slider. That one misses low for ball 1.
Doesn't get the call that time, but another good-looking pitch. Baum seems to be kind of in his groove right now, especially with that breaking ball.
Yeah, it's really been his bread and butter pitch. See if he goes back to it here, if he goes back to the heater. 1-0. There it is. That one catches the zone on the outer half, a ball and a strike.
Yep, made the adjustment, brought it up, and once again put it in a spot that really not preferable for Bittner.
Seen a lot of ground ball singles in this game for both ball clubs. Got a little hole there, as you mentioned, on the right side. Next pitch. Fastball misses upstairs for ball 2.
Yeah, and Bittner could, again, use a replica of the at-bat that he was able to produce back in inning number 3. Just something through the hole would likely score both of these runs.
2-1 delivery. Slider catches the zone again. That one was Athena beauty. Talk about a teardrop. Just able to drop it right in there for strike two.
And if Bittner can work his way on somehow, you got Lucas Hinsey, who singled, ready on deck.
Count even. Deuces are wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here it comes. Slider again, and this one's fouled away to the right side. Seen a lot of sliders really thrown in a row. He's just been really just throwing sliders last couple batters.
Like the approach from Bittner on that pitch. You know, he saw that that one might catch the zone, but decided to take a hack and just fight it off.
So another 2 ball, 2 strike count incoming. Bittner trying to get another base hit here and tie the ball game. 2-2. This one's a high chopper to third. Should be an easy play. And Enyon able to retire. So how about that? Balms, able to get out of the second and third no-out jam to end the frame. We'll go to the top of the fifth. Scottsdale leading 5-3.
Top 5 here at Phoenix. Monteforte back out there for inning number 5 after a rough fourth. See if he had some time to take a couple of deep breaths in between innings, and should have had a bit longer to do so than they did. Phoenix put 2 guys on quickly in the bottom half of the fourth. They had second and third with nobody out, but then Austin Balms masterfully worked his way through 7, 8, and 9. Was able to get out of the inning with no damage. So Scottsdale leads it by 2. 5-3 game here in inning number 5.
Yeah, 8 batters batting in that top of the fourth for Scottsdale, and 50 pitches thrown through the last 2 innings for Monteforte, 77 on the ball game. Want to try seeing a efficient inning back in that first couple pitches combined in the first 2 innings with no runs allowed.
That's going to be a tough task here as you got Elijah Morales leading off, and then Tanner Roberts, who homered, to lead off that 4-run fourth. Now it's going to be 0-2 to Elijah Morales. Morales was hit by a pitch back in the second and then struck out in the third. That was a big strikeout. Came with the bases loaded in the third inning. Scottsdale was able to put up a run in that frame, and now Morales going to strike out once again. Monteforte with his 4th strikeout of the afternoon.
Yeah, and 3 out of the 4 on sliders, and he's been able, that's really been his bread and butter pitch all afternoon. He's been able to ride that outside corner to the right-handed hitters. It's been an effective pitch when he's thrown it for strikes. He's able to get a big strikeout there.
Monteforte has struck out 57 batters on the season coming into this contest, so that total would now be at 61. And now an 0-2 count to Tanner Roberts. Monteforte moving quickly. Again, the left-hander has thrown 49 innings, so he averages over a strikeout per frame. This one chopped over to third. Berger scoops it up. Out number 2.
Yeah, and already seeing kind of an adjustment made. And the key is he's been able to get ahead of those first 2 hitters in this inning. As we kind of saw earlier in this ball game, that's when he's been at his best, when he's been able to get ahead of these hitters and use his secondary pitches to get those swings and misses and those soft contact outs like these first 2 hitters.
This is outside with the first pitch to the shortstop, Larry Haskins. here up for his 4th plate appearance. 3rd at bat of the game. Walked back in the 4th frame and scored. And now Monteforte comes back with an off-speed pitch, catches the zone.
Yeah, Haskins able to get a walk last inning, and a couple stolen bases the 2nd and 3rd. And he was able to score in a wild pitch. So he did all the running and scoring the run really on his own.
Haskins definitely has played a huge role in this 5-3 lead for the Artichokes. And looking like he's on his way back towards first base as he's ahead 3-1. Monteforte trying to regain control in this at-bat. Rounded up the middle and threw for a base hit. So Haskins with his first hit. That's number 9 for the Artichokes, and this inning will continue here with 2 outs.
Yeah, that's the guy you want to limit, try and get in on base. We mentioned before stealing those first 2 bags of the game for him. He had 26 out of 29 attempts. Now he's at 28 for 31, and another behind in the count, fastball, and he's able to drive it up the middle.
Let's see how much that's on the mind of Monteforte in terms of the attention that he gives Haskins over at first base. I'd say just, focus on Duboski. And he does, and gets ahead 0-2. 2 quick called strikes.
Yeah, ahead 0-2. Obviously, he's probably going to try and steal here, try and mess with his mind, and just keep focusing on that batter.
And he delivers a pitch up in the zone. Duboski drives it into right for a base hit. So Duboski also on board for his 2nd time. That pushes Haskins into scoring position.
Yeah, he continues to stick to the heater on his 0-2 count, and I understand trying to change it up as we've seen a lot of sliders thrown on those 0-2 counts this afternoon, but that time he stuck with the heater. Duboski wasn't fooled. He's able to drive it to right.
Now here's Christopher Ricard. Singled back in the 1st. Has been quiet since. Steps up here for his 4th at bat.
Already 10 hits on the board now for Scottsdale here in just the top of the 5th.
Only 5 for the Bears. They'll look to really start putting some pressure on offensively. There's a fly ball down the right field. Harvey gave it a good run, but unfortunately unable to get there in time.
Yeah, it's a good effort by Harvey. He came close to that, and off the bat, it looked like it was going out of play, but he continues to hustle down that foul territory down the right field line and almost able to make a terrific catch, but just coming up short.
So 1 ball and 1 strike to Ricard, the left fielder. Flew out in his last at bat. Now here with Haskins at 2nd, Duboski at 1st. Pitch is down in the dirt, and Haskins going to snag 3rd. Heads up base running from the shortstop. Duboski still at first base. Haskins had a really nice jump after the pitch, and then as soon as that ball hit the dirt, he decided to take off.
Yeah, catcher for Phoenix, and did everything he could on that pitch.
Kept it in front, just couldn't glove the baseball. And now a 3-1 count to Ricard.
Another hitter's count, 3-1. Seen a lot of fastballs over the plate. If you're a Scottsdale hitter and you know it's coming, just a matter of location here for Monteforte.
And he walks him. Misses inside, bases loaded once more. And here comes the cleanup hitter, Elijah Einen.
Yeah, and this is kind of like that top of the 3rd. Monteforte was able to get the first 2 hitters and then allowed the next 4 hitters to reach. And it looks like that might be all for Monteforte. Just unable to really get the final out in a couple of the innings after really getting the first 2 hitters out efficiently. But looks like it might just be another mound visit here.
Yeah, Schneider going to talk to Monteforte, probably get some of his thoughts. I mean, he came out efficiently. Struck out Morales, got Roberts to ground out to the 3rd baseman, and then has just kind of fallen apart here. 2 singles and now a walk have loaded the bases, and it looks like Schneider going to go with his starter. Monteforte will remain on the mound here to face the cleanup hitter, Elijah Einen, who has already been aboard 3 times, including 2 hits.
Yeah, he's at 94 pitches now with 2 outs in the 5th. maybe telling him, you know, last batter or two, I need you here to step up, and trying to get him back in the mindset of just attacking the zone, and that's what he's been doing to be successful when he's been ahead.
First pitch called strike, outside corner. Nice start from Monteforte against Einan. On deck is Hank Smith. Now he'll check over at first base to Ricard. Harvey playing off the bag.
Big at bat here, Monteforte. Bases loaded jam again like we saw in the third. He was able to limit that damage to just one. See if he could do it again here.
Of course, Einan here looking for some big-time insurance with the bases loaded. Einan, a guy with 8 extra base hits on the year, including 26 runs batted in.
And he's been able to get on base all 3 times in his first 3 at-bats.
Went down and in. Lucky that it didn't catch Einan on the leg. Would have driven in a run. So a 2-ball, 1-strike count. In Scottsdale with 10 hits to Phoenix's 5, and they lead it by 2. 2-1 on the way for Monteforte. Here's one grounded up the middle, but off the leg of Einan. It'll be a foul ball, and Einan in a little bit of pain. So he's going to try to walk it off.
Has a big pitch coming up. See if Monteforte can dig deep here, and he knows he's on his last couple batters with that high pitch count, almost at 100. The batter in a lot of pain. See if he can settle in and get this last pitch here, this last big out. Try and get out of this base-loaded jam.
Yeah, Einan, I'm not sure if he caught it off the foot or if it hit the ground first or exactly how the ball ricocheted off of Einan, but definitely in a little bit of pain. Looks like he's going to be okay, though, as he's going to take a hack or two here. Scottsdale would not want to replace their cleanup hitter at this point in the game. With the bases loaded and 2 outs. And Einan will step back in. 2-2 count. Monteforte trying to shut the door. Here it comes. Misses inside again. Another brushback pitch will make the count once again full.
Yeah, a little chin music there. He hasn't found much success later in this ballgame as far as attacking that inside corner. Hasn't thrown that pitch a lot for strikes. Interesting pitch coming up with bases loaded, 2 away.
And he misses outside. That'll walk in a run as Haskins scores from third. Everybody else moves up 90 feet. It's a 6-3 game. And now here's Hank Smith. That's the second walk issued in this frame by Monteforte. And just misses the outside part of the plate.
Yeah, we talked about the struggles for Phoenix College entering this ball game. They've lost in 9 straight and just hasn't really played efficiently. Giving up 6 already here in just the 5th. And now a 2-0 count. Going to want to start, again, thinking about that bullpen if you're Scott Schneider. But, of course, you want to get through the frame. And finally see a right-hander warming up there for the Bears.
And now a 3-0 count as Monteforte really struggling to find his zone here. Hank Smith was hit by a pitch back in the 4th. Also singled back in the 3rd. And will now earn another walk and another run for Scottsdale. It's 7-3. A 4-pitch walk. And it looks like Schneider going to continue to try to allow Monteforte to work through this thing.
Yeah, I mean, 5 straight balls and no pitch really nearly close in the zone. They're still going to leave him in this ball game. Giving up 6 Monteforte might be getting a little tired out there. Already over 100 pitches now.
Yeah, this is where those factors like that heat and that pitch count are going to start to really matter here because we're here in the 5th inning. You've given up 7 runs. Bases are still loaded. You got to get this out somehow. Finds the zone on the 1-0 pitch. Neef looking for his 4th hit already. He's been 3 for 3 so far.
Yeah, another reason, interesting call to leave him in the game when a batter like Neef has had success in all 3 of his at-bats.
Including an RBI. 2 balls and 1 strike. Monteforte goes back outside. It's 3-1. Interested to know who they got going up there in the bullpen out there. Guess we'll see when that change is made. Which the top half of inning number 6, but Monteforte's got to find his zone right here on this pitch. Sent out to right field. Back goes Morales, tracking, makes the catch at the wall. So Monteforte gives up 2. It's 7-3, but the 3rd out is recorded. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th. Here we are back for the bottom of the 5th inning at Phoenix College. And as we know, Phoenix with a little bit of work to do here. But at least they're starting at the top. Hinsey will step up. Another big inning for Scottsdale. They put up 4 in the 4th and 2 in the 5th. And they now lead 7-3. It was all Phoenix through the first 3 innings. And I'm interested to see who Phoenix is going to go with on the mound. Like you said, Presley Monteforte allowing 10 hits and 7 runs over 5 innings of work. And how many pitches was that, Jayce?
111 pitches on the afternoon.
Hinsey Skies went back behind second. Getting under it and making the grab is Kyle Neef.
No, looked like it dropped.
Did he drop it? Oh,
wow.
It might have hit the ground. Thought he gloved it.
Just no communication there in the shallow right field. Kind of a lazy effort by the second baseman, and it's able to drop. Should be an error, I believe.
I mean, if it touched leather, then it's an error. If not, it's questionable.
I mean, really questionable call, I guess, maybe because no one touched it. Probably should be a hit, but obviously the play should have been made.
Either way, Hinsey's at first. And Kearney's up at the box. Doubled in his last at-bat. And scored the second run in this game for Phoenix. Back in the 3rd inning.
Yeah, Hinsey, second time he's been on base now. We saw him steal a base. In that first, he had a big lead. Wow. Able to get back.
Yeah, trying to get aggressive there. You know, might as well cheat it as much as it can. Big jump, line drive to third, and off the glove of the third baseman, and they're able to get the out at second base. And now we got some confusion. It looked like a close play at second. It was knocked down by the third baseman. That was Elijah Einen. Kyle Neef covered second base. Hinsey hesitated.
Yeah, it looked like the second base umpire just wasn't in position to make a call. He should be out. The throw definitely beat him there, and he just didn't see the call.
And they're going to call Hinsey out at second base. I mean, yeah, the second base umpire definitely did not see the play. He came and talked about it with the home plate umpire. He's not happy, and Schneider's definitely not happy. But I don't know. I didn't get a close enough look at the play at second. I, like the first base umpire, was looking at first.
Yeah, and interesting to note, I mean, as a second base umpire, your first focus should be the play at second. That's the play that's not only happening in front of you, but really the first play to happen in that play.
So it's going to be officially 5-4 on the putout as we await the discussion between Scott Schneider and the umpires to take place here.
Yeah, fielder's choice for Kearney. Second straight time now he's been able to reach on base. This one comes with a fielder's choice. Kind of a weird start to this inning. You have a play that potentially could be marked an error or a hit. Then you have that weird fielder's choice play right there.
And now it's Nico Rijo-Berger, who has driven in 2 runs today, both via the sac fly. And here he is for his third plate appearance with Kearney aboard at first. One away in this bottom of the 5th. And a line drive and a base hit for Berger. That'll advance Kearney to second base. And finally, some of that hard contact pays off on the base paths for Nico Rijo-Berger.
Yeah, I love the approach. Going up there, swinging first pitch. Get a fastball right in the inner half. He's able to turn on it and get it past the deck. And now you got to deal with 4-hitter and Harvey, who's 1 for 2.
Yeah, Harvey singled back in that first inning. Grounded out in the 3rd. Now bats here in inning number 5. Kearney going to take third base with no throw. Berger stays put at second, but it's a stolen base for Tegan Kearney.
Yeah, we've seen the speed really all game long. Kearney, one of the speedsters on this roster, and he just gets a good jump, and Baum's really kind of paying no attention to him on the pitching rubber, and he's able to take the extra 90 feet.
Now we'll see if Berger thinks about snagging second. With 1 away here in the bottom of the 5th. Berger gets a good jump, but decides to stay put, and it's fouled off either way.
8th stolen base attempt now on the season for Kearney out of 9.
So first and third with 1 away. Phoenix looking to start cutting into this lead here. 4-run lead for Scottsdale. They've started to close the gap a bit in the hit column. It's now 10-7.
Yeah, see if they could try and drive in runs. They've only stranded 3 runners up to this point.
And a nice breaking ball, but misses the plate. It was a bit up and in.
Yeah, not a bad spot, trying to get Harvey to pop up or chase it. Harvey able to lay off just enough. That one just missing the inner half.
Now they're going to test Berger at first. 2-1 count to the hitter Harvey.
Yeah, Berger himself, he has 6 stolen bases on the season out of 9 attempts. So definitely wouldn't be surprised if he tries to go.
And another nice breaking ball. But another one missing the zone. Berger will advance to second on the pitch.
Yeah, a little delayed steal there. Love the aggressiveness on the base pass. They had second and third no outs last inning, couldn't cash in. Now they have second and third again with 1 away and a 3-1 count to Harvey.
And now Harvey takes the walk as it misses outside. Balms puts another man on base. And that'll load him up for Cole Snido. See if Scottsdale thinks about utilizing their bullpen at all. They've definitely got some activity going on out there. But it's a bases-loaded opportunity for Cole Snido. He's been on base, walked back in the 4th. And now it looks like, might we see a pitching change here with one away in the 5th inning?
Yeah, definitely there's some bullpen action there down that right field line for Scottsdale. Entering this inning, he was at 55 pitches through 4.
Wouldn't be surprised to see a pitching change made here, but then again, it's not like Balms has really lost control yet. There's still one out.
Yeah, a lot of aggressive swings early in this game. He's only thrown, or in this inning, pardon me. So he only has just 7, thrown in this inning. First 3 batters in Hinsey, Kearney, and Richo Berger all swinging at the first pitch.
Looks like Balms will stay in the game here to face Snido, the right-handed batter. Drew Douglas, the lefty, on deck. So a fresh count to the catcher. Again, very critical spot here with one away. Balms will throw over to third base. Don't see that a whole lot.
Yeah, trying to keep him close. He's been dancing off third a little bit over there, trying to get in the pitcher's head. Might see a potential pickoff play with that mound meeting.
Now a strike called. First pitch from Balms to Snido, catches the zone. Again, Snido's been getting on base at a good pace this year, hitting over 300. Now he grounds one up the middle. Scottsdale going to try to get 2. They get 1 and they get 2. Balms escapes it. A double play. Call it 4-6-3. And that's the inning. We'll go to the top of the 6th inning. Still a 4-run lead.
New pitcher on for the Bears here in the top of the 6th. Going to be the right-hander, 6'4" from Chandler, Arizona, Logan Solomon. From Hamilton High School, comes in with 53 2/3 innings pitched on this season, which will be his 13th appearance. He's allowed 43 hits on 26 earned runs, 24 walks, and 47 Ks.
Yeah, he's an efficient pitcher, and he's going to try to come in here and, keep things moving. At least give Phoenix a chance. Monteforte in those 7 runs and 10 hits through 5.
So he also comes in with a 4.36 ERA. First one misses outside to the 7-hitter in Killeen. DH this afternoon. He's 0 for 2 with a walk. 7, 8, 9 hitters due up as that one finds the zone. Ball on a strike.
Only the third relief appearance for Solomon this season. He usually acts as a starter. 10 starts on the season out of his 12 appearances so far.
Fouled off behind the netting. Ball and 2 strikes. See if you can get a quick, clean inning here. Phoenix College still only have stranded 5 runners. Scottsdale have stranded 8. And did he go? Yes, he did. Struck him out. Solomon already thought he did, but had to confirm on the call from first. But first strikeout of the game for Solomon on the first batter faced.
Yep, so Solomon comes in here and puts him away, and that's exactly what you want to see. You don't want to see him get too deep in counts. Just want to get it done, get him in, get him out.
One away for the catcher, Morales. 0 for 2 with a hit by pitch. First pitch, fastball catches the lower quadrant of the zone. No balls in a strike. 0-1 delivery. And I believe he fouled that off his foot. So strikes to Morales as he tries to shake it off.
Yeah, this has now happened to a couple of different artichokes in this game. We've seen that happen a few times already. It looks like he's just going to take a second and breathe here.
Yeah, Bears pitching have been pitching the Artichokes hitters really inside all game long here this afternoon. Unfortunate for a couple of their hitters. They've been able to foul off some close pitches. Goes back to the heater. He thought it was strike 3. That one misses for ball 1.
Just missing there. It was a nice fastball. Thought it caught the outside corner for sure, but home plate umpire disagrees.
That one definitely looked like it got the zone. Kind of hard to find where that one missed. Here's the 1-2. Off-speed pitch. This one's lifted up into foul territory. Who's going to call it? Harvey running out there, and he makes the grab. 2 away.
Nice job by the first baseman. There was a little bit of miscommunication, it seemed like, between Snido and Harvey, but ultimately the first baseman without all the body gear smartly taking over on that fly ball. 2 quick outs for Logan Solomon.
So here's Tanner Roberts. It's 1 for 3, hit that home run back in that led off the top of the 4th. That led to a big 4-run inning as he first pitch swinging, fouls that off there to the right side by the Artichokes dugout.
Yeah, that home run was, I mean, it really came down to pitch placement from Monteforte, who just kind of floated one right into that heart of the zone, a little bit above the letters, and Roberts took full advantage.
This one's lifted down the right field line. That will head out of play. No balls and 2 strikes. Already seen Solomon kind of get ahead of these first couple hitters here, and that's what's been favorable. He was able to get a strikeout at Kidlin and a lazy pop-up by Morales, trying to retire Roberts now here and get a quick 1-2-3 inning. 0-2. Goes back to the heater. That one misses low and outside, pardon me. Ball and 2 strikes.
Yeah, this is where, I mean, if you're Phoenix, just end it right here. Don't let the Artichokes get anything going with 2 outs, especially with that top of the order coming right up.
That one was an overthrown off-speed pitch. That one slid out of the zone. Count runs even. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. You're in the top of the 6th. 7-3 Scottsdale. Next pitch. That one wrinkles outside from 0-2 now to 3-2.
And if you're Solomon, you want to keep your pitch count down in relief here. Either allow yourself to go further in this game or, again, you never know when you're going to be needed next.
3-2. And fastball just misses below the knees for ball 4. 2-out walk now back to the top of the order in Haskins.
And that's what you wanted to avoid, is the fact that now you got the top coming right back up. Haskins, who singled in his last at-bat, and is going to look to work his way on base for the 3rd time tonight.
Roberts with 2 stolen bases on the season. Has been caught once. Pretty big lead over there at first. Doesn't go. First pitch to Haskins. 1 on and miss. Off-speed pitch out in front.
Yeah, nice way to switch things up with a changeup there from Solomon. Try to keep Haskins on his toes.
Solomon in his stretch. 0-1 delivery. There goes the runner. Swung on and missed. Throw down to second.
In time.
And that one's in time to get him. What a throw. on the swing and miss. He's still able to get Roberts, who was trying to steal second, and that will end the frame. We'll go to the bottom of the 6th. Scottsdale still leading 7-3. Bottom of the 6th here from Phoenix, Arizona. Phoenix College trying to get back in this ballgame. They trail 7-3 as they have the 6, 7, 8 hitters and Drew Douglas, Cade Lacey, and Manny Morales trying to get back in this ballgame. They led early on in this game. They led 3-1 after 3, and Scottsdale have had 6 unanswered runs since in the top of the 4th and top of the 5th. First pitch, a heater catches the outside corner to Douglas. He's 1 for 2, doubled back at his last plate appearance, and also tried to lay down a bunt attempt in the first. Next pitch, this one's chopped foul by the backstop, 0-2.
And already Baum's ahead in the count once again. And, I mean, that's just where he's been successful, is getting ahead in the count and then forcing guys to take swings at pitches they don't like.
Ball's been working quick out there. Kicks and fires, 0-2. This one is drilled up the middle. Tough play for the shortstop, and he slips. Douglas looks like he was potentially going to get to first, even if the shortstop and Haskins made the play.
Well, that's one way to start it out.
You get a base hit again.
Take a slip, yeah.
Another leadoff runner for Phoenix trying to cash in. They did it early on in the ballgame through 3. Only stranding 1. Last 2 innings, they've stranded a combined 4 runners left on base. There's Lacey's 0 for 2, a couple groundouts. First pitch, a good slider. That one finds the zone. No balls in a strike.
Again, they've had chances. They put a lot of guys on base, and they've been stranding more and more runners each inning. So if you can just find a way to flip the script a little bit and do what you did in the first couple innings, I mean, there's no way you can't come back in this game.
It's another nasty slider. Lacey was out in front. Quickly, no balls and 2 strikes. Little hole there on the right side. Seen a couple base hits go that way this game. 0-2. Another slider. That one dives outside. Good eye there from Lacey. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Scottsdale 7 runs on 10 hits. Phoenix 3 runs on 8 hits. No errors in the ballgame from either side. Pretty clean defense for both sides so far defensively in this game. Next pitch. Another slider. Chases and misses for strike 3.
Yeah, and that's another nice slider from Baums. He's been excellent with that pitch all game. And now here's Morales.
Yeah, Morales 0 for 2, grounded out to third and struck out swinging in his last at bat. Really the 7, 8, 9 hitters, or pardon me, 7, 8 hitters, both Lacey and Morales. No hits yet left to this point. This one's chopped over to third, and he bobbles it on. Try to take a weird hop there off the chest. Should go easily down as an air. That's the first of the game, E5. It's the third baseman for Scottsdale, and Ennin couldn't handle that one.
Yeah, he's been pretty good defensively over there. He's knocked most of his ground balls down, but that time just kind of ate him up a little bit and was able to sneak through.
Might be what they need. First and second, one away for Bittner. Bittner's 1 for 2. He's had a pretty good at bats. He's also been aggressive on the base pass, a guy that if you're Scottsdale, try to avoid to let him reach. And that one hits him on the first pitch. So how about that? Base is loaded now for the Bears. Top of the order in Hinsey.
Yeah, this is your chance. You got the top of the order coming up. Hinsey already been on once. Really twice. Not on the 5th too, but was put out in the base path. So, yeah, let Hinsey do his thing.
Yeah, a couple gifts here. You get an E5 on the play there. Morales put it in play, and then pitcher hitting Bittner there on the back. Now it's time for Bears to cash in. Tying run is at the plate in Hinsey. First pitch, and he fouls that off to the right side.
Yeah, I mean, just something in the gap. I mean, Hinsey has had a couple of good extra base hits this year, and especially towards the beginning of the year, so time to bring that out.
Hinsey does have 8 extra base hits on the season, 18 runs driven in. Here's the 0-1 delivery from Baum. Slider, this one is drilled out to the left. That's going to fall in for a base hit. 1 run's coming in. Morales had a good read. He's easily going to score. And a 2-run knock for Hinsey, his 3rd of the game.
There you go. There's a bit of a spark. Morales was right on the tail of Douglas, who was kind of holding up a little bit, waiting to see where that baseball was going to drop. But nonetheless, it's a base hit for Hinsey and 2 RBIs for the Bears.
So because of the error and hit by pitch, Bears are able to strike for 2 here, still only 1 away. You got your tying run now at first, and now the 2-hitter in Kearney. He's 1 for 3, doubled back in his second at bat, also reached on a fielder's choice and grounded out to second. Also stole a bag as well. Batting from the left-handed side, Shields bunt, and can't get it down. That one goes foul there by the left side of the dugout.
Back to the base hit by Hinsey. It was just such a nice swing on a pitch that was up in the zone, and you can tell that he likes those pitches and does a good job at getting on top.
Baum's in the stretch. Here's the 0-1 delivery. Off speed, misses way outside. Ball on a strike. Trying to get another base hit here. Phoenix now just 1 hit behind. They now have 5 runs on 9 hits. Scottsdale 7 on 10 hits. First error of the game as well. So that one misses outside, 2-1. The error is on the 3rd baseman, and Enyon. It's really started to open up this inning. Potentially a dangerous inning for the Artichokes. Bears trying to keep it going, try and tie things up, or even take the lead. Next pitch. This one's lifted off to the left, should drop in, and it will. They're going to hold there, bases loaded, another hit. Second straight hit now for the next 2 batters. Now we'll bring up Richo Berger.
Yeah, and this is the at-bat that Richo Berger has been waiting for. You know, one where he can come up with less than 2 outs and runners in scoring position. And because, again, he's taken advantage of both of those opportunities already. Now he's got multiple guys in scoring position. So a big chance for the freshman infielder.
Yeah, who else would you want if you're the Bears? And Richo Berger does have a couple home runs, but most importantly, he's your best RBI hitter. Already 2 this afternoon. Now at 33, leads the team by a good fraction.
Also leads all teams in average as well for qualified hitters.
Little shallow pop-up here in center. Probably not going to be deep enough. They're going to test it anyways, and now they fake it. Go back to 3rd as Bittner initially looked like he was going to go, but obviously not deep enough.
Yeah, I mean, might have been deep enough. Again, you force the mistakes on plays like that, and you can find ways to score runs, but here comes the cleanup hitting Keenan Harvey.
Harvey's reached on base twice, 1 for 2 with a walk. Singled back in the 1st inning.
Here he is in the 6th. Big opportunity here.
Both teams now with 10 hits. Bears trying to cash in, tie the game. Base hit would score 2. So that one misses for ball 1. Do have a fast runner in Hinsey at 2nd. More than capable of scoring on a base hit. Bittner at 3rd, Hinsey at 2nd, Kearney at 1st. This one is drilled right to the 3rd baseman. Enyon this time able to handle that one to end the frame. So Scottsdale able to still hold the lead. Phoenix does get 2, 7-5, top of the 7th.
And for those of you watching, that will be the end of our broadcast here today. As, well, got a couple other things that we unfortunately have to get to, but I will say it's been a pleasure to broadcast baseball today, and hopefully Phoenix can come back in these final 3 frames and get the W.